Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Salt Lake City Sports Complex in Salt Lake City, Utah. My name is Dana Lane, and we're here for our first road game of the year, and we'll see how this goes. But Utah's facing the number 11th ranked UNLV Skating Rebels, and the second game of a two-game set. Of course, last night, the first game, UNLV shut down Utah. After a while, took them about 10 minutes to get going, but they shut them down 6-2. So we're gonna get it going on tonight. And UNLV kind of not in desperate mode of a win, but certainly a game that they should win. So thanks for joining us. I'm Dana Lane. We're going to try to stay warm here as we're going to get this game started off at center ice. Pearson will take the draw for UNLV, won by the Rebels, back to Toronto. It's going to be a Toronto and a Soft on defense tonight. So that would be a new defensive pairing. Usually it's a Soft and Kearley, but tonight it would be Toronto and a Soft. Lawson and Pearson out there as well. Draw taken at center ice. It will be Fornelius as Lawson gets waved off and Utah wins. Fornelius wins the draw. Back into the Utah end. Chase there by Pearson. Pearson digs it out finally, trying to cycle it. Four guys in the corner trying to get it out. Back out to Toronto as Toronto gets it back deep again. Chase there by Pearson. Can't control the puck. And finally, Lawson gets it back out to the point. Here's Toronto. Down deep and back of Lawson, back out to Toronto. Toronto with his head up, shots and a save. Save made, first shot by UNLV as puck skips back out to Toronto. Toronto gets it out and tries to get it over to Brett. Brett fans on it and the Soft gets back for UNLV. 1 minute gone in the first period. UNLV, the better of the play so far after 1 minute, is puck down in the Utah end. Now knocked off the puck there. There's Mayer. Mayer bounces it around off the half board and through the neutral zone. Here comes UNLV trying to get a handle on it. Can't do it. Finally, they do it. Wrister and a shot just wide. Good opportunity there. Trying to go over the left shoulder was Cody Williams. And now controlled by UNLV. There's Banks. Banks for Utah. Loses the puck and Williams wraps it back into the UNLV end. Chase there by the Rebels. Shot just wide from the point. Skips all the way back out to Gordon. Good opportunity there for Hetzel. And now Utah has a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Here's Meany. Meany tries to get it on net, unable to do so. We'll give you the netminders tonight. Here's O'Brien for Utah, back in neutral end. Slapper from the point by O'Brien. Save there easy by Feast. So let's give you the rundown tonight of the starting goaltenders for UNLV. Of course, Alex Feast, who has been taking the majority of the load for the Rebels, will be in goal. And then tonight is Jake Slaw for Utah, who hasn't had a lot of playing time this year. Usually Casper's in goal for them, but not tonight. Face-off won by UNLV. Trickles in front of Feast. Puck didn't quite get in on Feast, but Feast was certainly there to make the save. Battle behind the goal mouth. There's Ruiz. And back in the far corner. 17:37 to go. First period, no score. Puck rattles around. Chased there by Kozubski. UNLV can't control. Finally Utah does, and a shot just wide by Hunter. Couple opportunities for Utah, but puck hasn't got in on Feast yet. Hasn't had to make a save. High point opportunity there high slot opportunity for Hunter, unable to get it on goal. As the puck goes out back in the neutral ice and knocked back in behind Feast. On up to Sachs. Lost the puck here. Here's Gosseris. Puck goes just wide into the corner. Chased there by Ruiz. And Ruiz tries to wrap it out. Unable to do so, but finally gets over to Cody Williams, who's able, checked out over to Ruiz, who is able to get it out of the zone. Utah controls in the UNLV end. 16:38 to go, first period. No score. Shots at 2 apiece. It is dumped in behind Feast as it goes back to play it. Forecheck there by Perry. UNLV still controls. Here's Asaf as he goes after the puck, unable to get it, but now Asaf battling in the corner. Puck loose behind Feast. Chase there in the Utah end, and finally shot down the ice for an icing. 16-12 to go, first period. No score, shots on goal, 2 apiece. At the Salt Lake City Sports Complex, an amazing complex if you've never been up here. I walked into this place and was quite happy with what we saw. Face-off won by UNLV, or by Utah. Controlled by Birch. Now flipped out of the zone. Here's Brett. Brett trying to keep control. Can't do so as the puck is lost. Now over to Utah on the far boards. Gets into the UNLV zone briefly, but unable to make a play now up through the middle. Here comes Pearson. Pearson has a roll off his stick. Doesn't have a Rebel there to help him out. Pearson was one-on-one going in on Slaw, unable to get a shot off as Utah finally clears the zone up through the middle. Here's West. West just dumps it in the corner just out of the reach of Feast as Ruiz tries to get it out of the zone. It does. Cody Williams almost had the puck on his stick, and he certainly would have been off to the races as Asaf now controls back to Toronto. Asaf and Toronto, interesting pairing. Let's see how that works out. As we said earlier, Asaf has been with Kearley for most of the year, but Kearley was handed a game misconduct. Here's Cody Williams up through the middle, drops it off for Brask, and Brask has it rolled off his stick. Great opportunity there as Cody found Brask, Williams found Brask, but Brask was unable to get it in on Slaw. As we were saying, and yesterday, Kearley had a game misconduct and has not, we did not get word whether or not he was going to play tonight, but I'm not sure if that's an automatic suspension for the next. He's giving a shot and a score. Well, a little Arista from the point. And Schlitt with a C&I laser beam to give UNLV a 1-0 lead. And that's UNLV's third shot on goal, and Schlitt with a laser, and UNLV 1-0 over Utah. Schlitt 6'1", 190, first year at UNLV. And UNLV's getting contributions from a lot of freshmen this year, as they're ranked 11th in the ACHA, looking to move up. Last week, tough week at North Dakota as they dropped a game to Minot State and then dropped 2 to Jamestown. So these games are important against Utah to come back and solidify their spot. There's an opportunity in front in a high slot. Can't get the puck off his stick was Hunter. Hunter had a window for a second, but it was unable to get the wrister in on Feast. Now controlled by Gordon as Gordon backhand it in back of Slaw. Chase there and controlled by Sachs. Sachs has the puck as he rolls around on the point, but it goes outside the zone as it rolls off his stick. Ruiz goes and here's another shot. Well, you know what? Plotsky shoots and scores, and that was almost from the red line. So you don't anticipate those shots going in, but Plotsky shoots and scores from way outside the blue line, somewhere between the red and the blue line, and that gives UNLV a 2-0 lead over Utah. We thought Plotsky was just going to dump it in, and he said, no, we're not dumping it in. We're going to get a shot on goal, and Slaw lets it go by from way out, and UNLV takes a 2-0 lead over the University of Utah. Face-off won by the Rebels. Back up through Pearson. Pearson off to the sideboard to Brett. As Brett loses control of the puck. Puck still loose in the Utah end. Now back off to Brett. Brett wrists in and a save by Slaw. And the puck probably would have went a little wide, but Slaw goes out to catch the puck and force the face-off in the Utah end. 13:30 to go. First period, 2-0 UNLV. Face-off won by UNLV. Back out to the point and dump back in. As Utah now controls, just trying to get it out of their offensive zone. And UNLV looks a lot better than they did in the first 10 minutes of yesterday's game. As West gets a cross-ice pass over to Birch and a big hit on Birch. As Birch goes down, returns a favor and back of Feast, but UNLV still in control of it. Big battle on the half wall, kept in there by Meyer. Puck trickles out to the high slot. Utah still controls, still kept it into the UNLV zone. Here's a Soft. Soft goes after the puck, bumped in front, and a shot in on Feast. Feast makes a save. Good alert save by Feast as the puck trickled in his crease, and he went down to make the save. Third shot on goal for Utah as the puck clears and goes out to the neutral zone. Utah, a little bit of pressure on Feast. See if he was paying attention. Here's Banks with the puck. Banks centers it to nobody as UNLV finally clears it out of the offensive zone. Here comes Robin. Robin trying to use his speed. It's going to be an interference call and a shot in on Slaw, makes a save. We're going to have an interference call, and UNLV is going to the power play. A clear interference as they were entering the zone. And we see O'Brien going to the penalty box for Utah. So 2-minute power play for UNLV. 12:14 to go. First period. Kozubski will take the face-off for UNLV in the Utah zone. It's good to be back. Kozubski gets thrown out, and Brass comes in, wins the face-off anyway. Back to Asaf, gets it back to Kozubski. Kozubski with his head up, can't find anybody in front. Back to Asaf. Asaf gets it on over to Toronto. His shot just wide of Slaw. Not sure if he got a piece of it, and Utah's going to clear. Utah finally clears the zone. Here's King. Shot deflected just wide of Feast. Good pressure there. And here's it. Puck was loose in front. Banks had it on his stick for a second. Then it rolled off his stick. If he had controlled that, he would have been all alone on Feast, but fortunately for UNLV, unable to do so. Here's the Rebels into the Utah zone. Wrister just wide. Battle and back of Slaw. That's Brask. Brask finally wins it back to Asaf, but Asaf lets it clear the zone as Toronto goes back and get it. Here's UNLV in front. It's a drop to Cody Williams. Shot just wide. And I'm not sure if it hit and make that Kozubski. Not sure if it hit the post or not, but good opportunity there for Joe Kozubski as UNLV still has it in the Utah end. 46 seconds to go in the power play. And the Rebels are buzzing in the Utah zone. Skating with confidence and shot in front is Kozubski. Kozubski tried to deflect it off his stick and get a redirect. I'm not sure if he got a stick on that. I don't think so. But Slaw with a save. So 10:52 to go, first period. 38 seconds left in the power play. Haven't done this in a while. It's good to be back. They say it's like riding a bike. I feel like I need a training wheel on right now. But we'll see if we can get this rolling some flow as we go along. But as I was saying before, what a great facility this is. And we'll talk more about that as the game goes on. Pearson will take the draw for the Rebels. One by Pearson. Back out to Gordon. Gordon with his head up, trying to get it inside. Can't find anybody. Then so gets it over to Toronto. Back to Gordon. Gordon with a slap shot. I think it hit one of the Utes in front. Back to Gordon on the right-hand side. Left-hand point. In deep. There's Pearson. Pearson gets it back out to the point. Deflected wide, now back into the corner. Chased there by Pearson. Pearson has it on his stick and now loses it for a second, but UNLV regains. On over to Plonsky. Plonsky gets it back. Power play is up. Shot and a save by Slaw as the power play was just ending. Good opportunity there by Gordon as UNLV says, okay, well, we'll try to beat you from slappers with slappers, and they've done so twice so far. So 10-12 to go, first period, 2-0 UNLV. 8-2 shot advantage for the Rebels. And face off in the Utah end. Lawson took it for UNLV, loses the faceoff. Utah trying to find some offensive momentum, unable to do so as Lawson controls the puck. 9:58 to go, first period. Halfway through the first period, 2-0. And snowy Salt Lake City. Haven't seen snow for a long time. Big hit in the boards, along the boards, and we're going to have a penalty. Yeah, we'll see who the penalty is against. It was a big hit along the half board closest to me. We'll see exactly who they. Okay, it looks like Robin's going to go in, and it doesn't look like he's very happy with it. I'm not sure if I saw anything either, so that's why I was confused what they were calling. So Utah's going on their first power play, and for the Utes, down 2-0. These are important. This is an important opportunity as King takes the face-off for Utah, wins it back to Petrie. Petrie with his head up. Gets it deep into the corner. There's Meany. Meany fighting for it with Asaf. Asaf trying to kick it back out. Cody Williams now with. And he gets Robin 2 minutes for boarding. Okay. And Utah gets their first power play. 30 seconds already gone in the power play. Here comes King, their leading scorer. And I would say by far, at least statistically, their best player. King dumps it in as UNLV goes back to control, desperately trying to clear it, and the puck finally does from an errant pass. So 1:17 left in the power play. 9 minutes exactly left in the first period. 2-0 UNLV as Utah goes back to regroup. Kozubski with the token forecheck as Utah goes into the UNLV zone. Chase there by Fornelius, and the puck back out of the offensive zone. 54 seconds left the first period, or in the penalty, rather. Up through center right is Ice's Liebernight. Big hit there by Schlitt as he tries to knock him off the puck, and somewhat successful doing so. And finally, UNLV clears the zone. 35 seconds left in their penalty to Robin. As Fornelius controls in center ice, gets it over to the far side over to Liebernight. Unable to find any offensive pressure as the puck goes back out to center ice. And UNLV wraps it around again, not able to be kept in the zone, and that's going to do it for the power play. 7:50 to go in the period. And Robin is now out of the penalty box. So both teams at full strength. Puck is loose, and we're going to have a whistle. It's going to be a hand pass. So 7:39 to go, first period, 2-0 UNLV from the Salt Lake Sports Complex, which features 2 sheets of ice, a fantastic workout area, which I can see people doing treadmills or running on the treadmill as we speak. I'm sure that's good for you, but strange when you're watching the cooking channel and working out. But nonetheless, fantastic complex here in Salt Lake City. UNLV picks up the loose puck behind Feast. And Plonsky gets it out of the zone. Here's Cody Williams. Cody makes a move to the middle. Now regains control of the puck. Here's Cody. Cody gets it over to Brask, and Brask has to roll off his stick. Good move there by Williams, as Brask just had a golden opportunity if he can control the puck. Unable to do so as Utah now clears the zone. 6:58 to go, first period. Here's Brask. Brask gets it up to the middle, over to Meyer, and Meyer's unable to get a shot on net. Good pass there by Brask. The shot goes just wide of Slaw. 6:44 to go, first period. 2-0 Rebels after a couple goals early as the puck goes right in the middle. No Rebel there to jump on it. And there's Barnes takes a big hit from Toronto as UNLV has control going up through the neutral zone. Here's Sachs. Sachs tries to make a move in on Slaw. Can't do so. Sachs still has control of the puck. Shot in the high slot, and that went in, and UNLV has a 3-0 lead over Utah. I'm really going to push for names on the back of the jerseys next year. 6:07 to go, first period. UNLV has opened up a 3-0 lead. They lead on shots on goal 9-2. And a beautiful centering pass there will get the official score of who got the goal and the assist. And puck won by the Rebels. So Utah would do themselves a favor by getting the next goal. And by the way this game is going, we're going to have another penalty, and UNLV is going on the power play once again. So I was just about ready to say that Utah desperately needs to get this next goal. Going on a penalty kill does not help them. And if UNLV opens up a 4-0 lead with the way that this game is going, it's going to be very difficult for Utah to come back and win this game, even though we're still in the first period. Pendle's going to the box for Utah. King is not happy about something as he is gesturing to Pendle. I'm not sure what he's unhappy about, but okay, that's what it was. Pendle wasn't supposed to be in the box. King was supposed to be in the box, so Pendle comes out, and Utah was more than happy to make that trade, with King being statistically their best player on the team. So face off into Utah zone. Kozubski will take the draw. One there by UNLV. Back to Asaf. Asaf wrister over to Cody Williams in front. And a big save by Slaw on Kozubski, who had a point-blank opportunity in front. And Slaw came up big. Now Utah coming back the other way. That was Birch. Birch was trying to make a move to Feast. In on Feast as the puck rolled off his stick. There's the save by Feast and out of play. So 5:32 to go first period, 1:35 to go in the power play for UNLV. And so far, at least, UNLV has had the better of this contest, leading 3-0. Shots on goal 12-2. And Bridges takes the faceoff there against Kozubski. One there by UNLV. As UNLV still has 1:29 left of power play time as they control. Puck shot over to Williams. Williams had it roll off his stick. Down into Utah end behind Slaw as Utah tries to clear. Unable to do so. Back to Cody Williams. Cody cross-ice pass over to Toronto. Williams still with the puck over to Toronto. Toronto gets it over to Asaf. Asaf with his head up looking for somebody in front. He's got Kozubski in the middle. Can't get it to him as the puck clears the zone. Good forecheck there by Bridges, forcing the puck back out of the UNLV zone, but UNLV right back in it again. Here's Brass. Brass looking for somebody to cut in the middle. Can't find anybody. 40 seconds left in the power play. 4:33 to go, first period. Puck over to Mayer. Mayer gets it back up to Gordon. Gordon being harassed by Chow. As Williams now has the puck and UNLV still. There's a slapper just wide, and I don't think Brass got all of that. Good pass, cross ice pass over to Brask as he wound up, but did not get all of that as the puck trickled just harmlessly past Slaw. Power play is now over. Both teams at full strength, and the puck leaves the offensive zone of the Utes. Here's Sachs now. Got the puck taken away. Sachs regains control, avoids a big hit. But Utah now over to Meyer. Meyer inside the UNLV zone in the right circle. bad angle shot on Feast, makes the blocker save as the puck trails to the corner. Back up front. Here's Meyer. Meyer wrist shot and scores. Well, Utah gets on the board and makes it 3-1. And that's a big goal for the Utes. That's one more goal by the Rebels, and this game might have been out of hand. And it looked like Meyer got the goal on that. He was wide open in front, and that's about the third time Utah has had an opportunity in front of Feast. But that's the first time they got a clean shot off on Feast. And Meyer beats Feast to bring the Utes within 3-1 with 3:22 to go in the first period. UNLV back on the attack. Puck hits Robin. And Utah controls with just over 3 minutes to go. Here's West. West gets bumped off the puck. King gets the assist. No surprise there. There is nobody on this Utes roster that comes as close to King statistically as Fornelius dumps the puck back up the ice inside the UNLV end. West tries to make a move in on Feast. And puck goes this wide, almost trickled in on Feast, but good job there by Ruiz to block the puck from going inside the crease. Now UNLV controls, 2:30 to go, first period. We now have a hockey game, folks, 3-1 UNLV. I'm not sure they're updating the shots on goal too much, but it was 12-2 before that goal, so I'm guessing it is now 12-3 after that goal. As the puck goes high over the neutral zone, and we got an offsides. 2:14 to go, first period. 3-1 UNLV. And it's important for the Rebels to answer back here, playing with a lot more life than they did in the first period yesterday, even though they finally found their legs in the second period and put the game away fairly easily at the end. Good pass up the middle to Meyer. Meyer was almost able to go in one-on-one, but couldn't control the puck now. But UNLV still with control. Here's Toronto. Toronto trying to make a move into Slaw. Gets it back out to the point. There's Brask as Brask wraps it around the boards. Nobody home as Utah controls and back out. 1:42 to go first period. 3-1 UNLV. In the Salt Lake City Sports Complex, there's Brask. Brask just backhands it almost up to Williams. Williams still fighting for the puck. And if he could control it, he would have been one-on-one with Slaw. But unable to do so. And then we get up to center ice. Here's a 2-on-1 for Utah. Banks shoots it just wide as they had a 2-on-1 advantage in front of Fees. And Darren Banks, no, not the old Las Vegas Thunder player, Darren Banks, shoots it just wide of Fees. Puck trickles back out of the zone. Utah was unable to keep it in the UNLV end. And under a minute to go first period. UNLV taking their time, and a loose puck in front, taken there in a save by Fees. Loose puck in front, and it was jumped on by a Ute. There's a wrister just wide by Sachs. Sachs tried to get it on net. Goes above slot. Loose puck in front, no Rebel there to jump on it as Utah gets it out of the zone. Big hit there by Brett after the puck was gone. Loose puck in front. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Here's Sachs. Sachs looking for a trailer. Can't find one, so he tries to make a move himself. Unable to find anybody or a clear path to Slaw. And Utah's more than happy to get this period over as they just run out the clock. So that does it for 20 minutes from the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. UNLV has a 3-1 lead over the Utah Utes. Shots on goal 12-8. And that was a huge advantage. At one point it was 12-2. Now the shots on goal are 12-8. So we got a hockey game here in Salt Lake City. I'm going to go out and see if my car is still buried under snow. And we'll be back in a few minutes for the second period.
it, and we'll start up again.